Hello, hello! We have got another replay today. It's gonna be a ZVT, kind of an oversaturated matchup for this channel, but I was told this is a good one. This was sent to me by this man here in the top right, spawning in the red corner. It is a familiar face, the Zerg player, Timboslice. And his opponent, it's not going to be B-Breed, but it is another B name. It is the Blue Terran, Bruce. Now, is this Bruce Wayne? Is this Bruce Lee? Or is this someone else entirely? We may never know. He is going to be opening up on the low ground, which is fairly safe considering Timbo's usual playstyle. He tends to go for more macro-oriented play, but this would be risky against any random player, so kind of a ballsy move out of Bruce, but I like it. It is very economical. He will likely get that command center soon. No, maybe not. Okay, he gets it in the wall. That's kind of interesting. Don't really know what to make of that. I mean, he could have just put it on location. It's not a huge deal, of course. You can lift off your Terran buildings. So I guess it's a little extra security. But yeah, I mean, he could have just put any other building there, like another barracks, an engineering bay, a factory, whatever. Puts it in the wall. That's fine. That's cool. Goes Marine first. He's going to be moving that out to look for an Overlord. Might actually get this one from Timbo. He's going to need to react quickly when he does change paths. Going to try to move it over this pillar thingy here with a little heat vent to heat the Overlord's underbelly. And it is going to get away with 26 HP. Unfortunately, Bruce, a little too good for that. Going to lift off his barracks to provide vision. And that's an early victory for Brucey Boy here, who is going to supply block Timbo, 24 out of 20. And so he is going to have to wait for those Overlords. Out of Timbo, haven't really spoken too much about his opening because he pretty much does the same thing in every game. That is, of course, a hatch gas pool, followed by Ling Speed, double queens, and a third base. He is going to drop those two creep tumors. Timbo has been favoring this as of late, and I don't mind it. I do appreciate the quicker creep spread. That is an excellent way to do it. Just spend your early energy. I personally go for one inject and one creep tumor, but either way is fine. Now, Brucey Boy here is going for a very awkward kind of wall. I don't really understand this. Why is the bunker out here? Why? I don't understand these building placements, but alright, you do you, boo-boo. He's got a lot of gases. Not really mining optimally out of these in the natural, but he went for all four pretty early on. So, what is he going for? He is going for 2 starports. Where's the other one? Oh, it's out here. Oh, cheeky boy. Going 2 starports. And what's it going to be? Hellions? I mean, what am I saying? Hellions? No. Banshees or battle cruisers? I'm assuming battle cruisers. But doesn't really have enough gas for 2 starport battle cruisers. On second thought, maybe it is Banshees. I don't see a oh, alright, I'm just gonna eat my words. Where's the fusion core? Yeah, so my initial analysis was correct. Let the record show that I was correct in my prediction at the beginning. It is indeed going to be battle cruisers. And Timbo, what has he scouted so far? Looks like, ooh, he went for Overlord speed? I like it. I like it. That's a pretty cool move. I haven't really seen that out of Timbo, but it's very useful, of course, to get that scouting information. Look at this bad boy just zipping around, seeing everything in the main base. However, he is not going to spot a fusion core because it's out here. Fortunately for Timbo, the reaction gonna be largely the same. You know, you throw down spore crawlers in your mineral lines. I think he should be okay in the queen count. He will have to consolidate them, however, so that's one thing he'll have to get right. And yeah, can't really let those queens get picked off one by one. You want to fight all together. And Bruce, he is going for Yamato as well, so that tells me he is going to be getting many battle cruisers, not just one, not just two. Probably not going to stop making them until Timbo hard counters them. And we'll see if he does that. He is going for a Spire, so that is the correct tech to counter battle cruisers. The Ling Scout going to get picked off, but doesn't really spot anything new, I don't think. Bruce also going for Widow Mines, and it looks like he's just going to be sending those out in random places around the map and burrowing them. That's super annoying. Timbo now sitting on 3 base saturation. I'd like to see a 4th much earlier. Going down now, but yeah, I'd like to see that earlier. Timbo with a lot of money, as usual. And I always say you don't even have to fully saturate your 4th right away. Just drop it down, use it as a macro hatch, and eventually you drone it up when you feel safe. First battle cruiser is going to be making their way out now. And they are slowly flying, so they are preserving their teleport, just in case they need to get out of dodge real quick. This Overlord taking some fire, gonna give a little warning. And Bruce gonna be spending that. And what a weird move. He's used the teleport from here to here. So wastes that teleport. And that's, again, a really weird, odd move. And that means this guy cannot teleport out if things get too dicey. And now Timbo, he does have his Spire. Not going to be making any Spire units, of course. As typical Timbo fashion. Look at all this money. Hello? You want to make some corruptors or something? You got so much free supply. Alright, he's going to start off 14 mutas. I would have preferred corruptors to deal with the battle cruisers, but mutas are okay too. And yeah, queen number is good. And down goes that BC. Like I said, teleport not available, so things get too dicey. Not able to teleport out. More battle cruisers just being annoying, but they're taking out creep tumors, not really doing too much lasting damage so far. Another battle cruiser gonna go down. Another one in the main. Muta's where? Hello? Muta? What? Okay, I guess. Sure, you don't. Okay. Timbo's just gonna counterattack and let this battle cruiser wreak havoc in his main base. 5 kills so far. And all things considered, not too bad. 5 kills. And Bruce gonna teleport out of there. Meanwhile, mutas have arrived at Bruce's natural base. Gonna start taking out some SCVs, maybe a siege tank. And maybe don't want to fight the Marines as well as that bunker. So, gonna bounce back into the main. Too many missile turrets here. No, get away, Timbo! No, 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 you gotta... Oh, no, losing so many mutas, that is not worth it. No, you can't stick around, you gotta... Alright, 3 mutas left. Yeah, you gotta get away when you see something like that. You cannot test Marines, not in this number with only a handful of mutas. Two battle cruisers in the corner for some reason, just hanging out, taking a smoke break or something. Battle cruisers, their captains, they do strike me as the kind of people who like smoke cigars and drink whiskey or scotch or something. I don't know. Those guys, you can't really see their portrait, but if you've ever played Terran and gotten a battle cruiser, it's like this old mustached guy with a cool accent. Battle cruiser operational. Yeah, he's definitely a cigar and whiskey kind of guy. Another battle cruiser making its way up the right-hand side of the map. Going to be making its way into Timbo's main base once again. And now Timbo finally going for some corruptors. This fourth base, super duper late, by the way. And mutas, those three mutas, and corruptors should be showing up to help out. Ling counterattack, tried to get some damage done, but Bruce went for a planetary on the third. Uncommon for Terran players to get a planetary on the third. You typically want a orbital there as well. Usually don't start getting planetaries until you're fourth, but it is going to help with the defense. Now Timbo with Banelings and ooh, huge Baneling connections there. Unfortunately, this overlay doesn't have the indicator of how many went down, but in total, 36 SCVs have gone down this game. This one battle cruiser is super low, needs to get out of there. Good job there from Bruce. And another one hanging out. Gonna fire a Yamato cannon on the hive? Okay, I mean, I feel like you're better off just taking out a queen or something, because it's gonna take a lot more than that to take down this hive. Now, those battle cruisers in the corner, they are done with their smoke break. Going to be making their way into this third base of Timbo, which is quite undefended. Going to take some shots onto that Overlord, give Timbo a little bit of a heads up, so he's not going to be losing too much at this base. Corruptors do show up, take care of those two battle cruisers. Another huge Ling counterattack. Bruce was trying to get a cheeky hidden base, I think. Two of them in the corner, I don't know. And Timbo still hasn't spotted those proxies. If you could take out that fusion core, that'd be nice. And Corruptors gonna find these two flying command centers. Not too much from Brucey Boy to defend, so Timbo should be able to get one if he focuses it. Hello! Yamato going down, taking out one Corruptor. That's always worth it, especially if you can save your battlecruiser. Needs to repair this bad boy. And how are the upgrades? 1-1 infantry for Bruce. Kind of curious because he is investing so much into battlecruisers. I feel like he should get those vehicle upgrades, but not even an armory in sight from Bruce. That's quite an error out of our Terran player, who is making a push right now. 2 battlecruisers, a handful of Marines. Oh, just kidding, 1 battlecruiser because that other one was very low. Not sure where he warped to. Timbo is going to collapse onto this army. Lings are just gonna nom all those Marines. Battlecruiser does warp out of there, so at least he preserves that. But the supply, 159 for Timbo with a massive bank, and Bruce barely above 100. Does desperately need more bases, more income. He's invested so much into all these missile turrets. And of course there were those 2 command centers that did not get a chance to land. And of course battlecruisers are very expensive. They cost 400 minerals, 300 gas. So Bruce gonna need more mining, more bases soon. He is getting 3 additional command centers. He is also getting 2 ghost academies, so he is switching things up at least a little bit. And again, look at all these turrets. He's kind of overreacting to mutas. I think Timbo only made like 14 in this game, and Bruce has 16 missile turrets. So already, just forcing out 16 missile turrets is pretty worth in itself. 2 super low battle cruisers gonna try to find some harassment once again. Bruce, you gotta repair your battle cruisers, man. And they do show up to defend against this Ling run by. Oh, big Widowmine shots there, taking out a lot of Lings. Bruce even getting a planetary at the front of his natural just for the defense. And these 2 battle cruisers still no repair. Bruce is a brutal commander, man. He doesn't care about his army's well-being. He warps them away and that's it, not repairing them. And now Timbo, he is teching up. He got his hive a long time ago, but he is getting ultra tech. Just finished the ultra speed upgrade, and he's going to be getting 6 of those space cows. He is also getting armor for his air units. That is the correct upgrade to get if you're going up against battle cruisers. The reason being, they fire low damage but very quickly. So each point of armor reduces each attack by 1, and that's pretty significant. Handful of Marines venturing out a little too far. Gonna lose their lives. Timbo now going for a big attack. Is that enough to just blast down the planetary? I guess we'll never know. Not sure why these banelings are just chilling over here. Oh, could have gotten a big shot over there with all these red SCVs, but does not do so. And this planetary quite low, about 40% HP, and Bruce not really one to repair his stuff, so maybe Timbo can pick that off a little later. Lots of random drones just hanging out, chilling in the middle of nowhere. Needs to get those boys to work. Battle Cruiser is going to be fighting Ultralists. That's not really a fair fight. It's a random squad of Marine Marauder over there. Does get cleaned up. And here are 2 more battle cruisers. Gonna just clean up some creep, maybe get a queen, maybe get a few drones, but here come the corruptors. Gonna need to warp out of there, and warp out of there he does. He warps these battle cruisers in the randomest spots. Like, why? There's nothing here. Bring them home so you can repair them. Speaking of which, planetary still not repaired. This is a clown fiesta of a game. Look at all these missile turrets, man. This guy is crazy. He does also have Neo Steel frame for the bunkers. The upgrade gives buildings +2 armor and bunkers and planetaries +2 carrying capacity, whatever you want to call it. So normal bunkers can hold 4 supply. These bunkers can hold 6. That's about it. Ghosts on the way. Does he have any yet? Yes, 3 ghosts, and he does have nukes, by the way. Where do I see that? Not sure what tab that's on, but I promise you, he does have nukes. Timbo, I'm loving this creep spread, being very active with his queens and creep tumors. And gonna fight this battle cruiser. Does lose one queen, but that's kind of whatever. Battle cruiser harassment still continues. They're not really doing that much damage. Get a queen here and there, maybe a few drones, and then they just gotta bounce. It is worth it though, as long as you keep your battle cruisers alive. Now, huge attack from Timbo, 5 ultras, a lot of lings that have already gone down, and the buildings for Bruce. I don't know if that's intentional, but very effective in making these ultras derp around. And I'll focus down the planetary. Alright, he does take down the planetary, does get a bunch of SCVs as well, and I feel like you should be happy with that. Just back off now. And yep, does back off. And oh no! 2 ultras going down in the retreat. Queens could have transfused, but they were like, nah, you're on your own, buddy. Now 6 battle cruisers here. That's quite a scary amount. I don't know if this is enough corruptors, but he is gonna bring them over anyways. 1 ghost in the mix as well. Not sure why. He's gonna need to run back home. Corruptors do take out 1 of those battle cruisers. Again, warping into a very random spot. Timbo taking bases 5 and 6. Not really fully mining, but that's not that important. You can always transfer drones there a little later on. But Timbo has been stretched pretty thin. He has lost some drones. Not quite as much as his opponent, who has lost 70 SEVs. But the resources lost going to be pretty even for both players. Timbo has lost a little bit more gas, but he has been mining a little bit more. And worker count 55 for Timbo. That's not a very high number. So I would like to see him kind of go up to maybe like 70-ish for the number of bases he has. Another battle cruiser going to be annoying, but probably not going to get too much more than 1 queen and like 2 drones maybe. Sends out another Yamato cannon onto the base, which is kind of wasteful. But he does teleport away, preserving that battle cruiser, which is nice. Huge Widow Mine shot! 7 kills. Alright, not that huge, but good Widow Mine shot. And oh my god, those Baneling hits, however, were indeed huge. So let's see, he was at 70 SCVs lost before. 104 now. So 34 going down just now. That's some quick maths for you. And he did repair this planetary, by the way. Timbo, you can take this out, and he does focus it. Ooh, snipes coming down out of Bruce. It's not going to be enough to save the base, however. And Bruce, once again, knocked back down to 3 bases. This one barely even operational. SCVs on strike or something. Corruptors now chasing the battle cruisers. They do get 1. And they warp into the middle of the map, so Timbo knows exactly where he is. He can chase with his corruptors if he were so inclined, but no, he'd rather use that caustic spray ability onto that starport instead. And Ling's perhaps gonna... No, okay, maybe not. I was going to say maybe they wanted to run down here, clean up some of these buildings, but no, they're just going to stop and hang out here. That's cool too. Timbo now going up to Greater Spire, getting +2 Flyer Carapace. He does have a double Spire. And Bruce now taking this base, which would be his 5th, except he doesn't have a 4th, which he is landing again. Gonna be nuking these corruptors. Oh my god! That's a 500 IQ move. You would never expect this. Timbo's probably bouncing around his bases. Where's the red dot? Where's the red dot? Where's the red dot? It's there! Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! And the ghost just cloak Overseer's late to the party, but they do show up, and these ghosts should be pretty much forfeit. But oh my god, that nuke. Oh no, that was huge. Taking out almost all the corruptors there. 30 corruptors have gone down. Only one poor corruptor remaining. And that means these battlecruisers essentially have free reign on the map. And here they come. They are going to be raining fire from the skies. Going to be dropping Yamato cannons onto the base. Now, that amount of Yamato cannons is enough to take out a base. One battlecruiser split off to take care of this base here. And take care of it he does. Timbo desperately remaking his corruptors. That was 20-something that just popped. And that should put an end to this battle cruiser harassment. Just take out 3 before they're able to warp away. And again, into the bottom right corner of the map. Very odd locations again. But that is enough to repel that attack that Timbo was thinking about. Timbo very low on minerals, by the way, and that's partly because of his very low drone count. He's only down to 35 now, so yeah, definitely going to want some more drones. It's kind of awkward to be making drones 26 minutes into the game, but 35, that is so low, man. And now he is going to go for another big attack. Going to try to take out this base. Huge Widowmine shot. Took out a lot of Banelings there. I don't think that's going to be enough to save this base, however. And yeah, Ultra's going to just chomp away at this planetary fortress. Missile turrets taking out a good few Corruptors, but still enough remaining. And Bruce has been knocked back to 51 supply. Timbo at 130, firmly in the lead. But still cannot be too wasteful, because Terran always has mules. They always have very good defensive capabilities. I don't think Bruce has any siege tanks, but he does have a few planetaries, so wouldn't feel too comfortable engaging into that. Another battlecruiser on the field, but I think, is that the only one remaining? I think so. Let's check the unit count. Yep, only one battlecruiser, soon to be 0, and oh, never mind. Corruptor's just gonna fly right past. That's cool too. And I'd like to see Timbo be a little more active. Just use that caustic spray ability. Maybe on this base. I guess you can't really fly into all of these turrets, but look for an opening. Try to hunt down that battlecruiser. That's just a random refinery. And there you go. Good job, Timbo. Ghost gonna try a cheeky nuke again. Not gonna strike twice. He does cancel it, in fact. And oh no! Timbo flying over Widow Mines. Does lose, I think, 2 Corruptors there, perhaps. But things are kind of settling down. Timbo with a huge supply lead. Just needs to figure out how to close out the show. Not sure why the entire army was up there. And Timbo getting more Corruptors now, but there's only one battlecruiser remaining. I feel like you could just A-move at this point, really. He's going to be careful. He doesn't see everything, this one battlecruiser. Got to take out a base, actually. No cancel there. And where the Corruptors, they are making their way downtown. And 4 Marines also showing up for some reason. Very odd little army, but they can add a little bit of damage onto those Corruptors. And they're actually just going to stim right past and maybe take out a Queen? Stim has run out though, so not really going to accomplish a whole lot. And what does Bruce have left? He's got that one battlecruiser, one marine, 6 widow mines just littered across the map, and 6 ghosts. That's it. He's pretty dead, I feel, but he has retaken this 4th. He's trying to retake this 5th. Timbo should put an end to those plans, however. Gonna take that out, no cancel there. And this battle cruiser doesn't really want to test its luck with the teleport. Not quite ready. Nuke going down, double nuke going down onto this base of Timbo, who is pulling all his drones. Oh! And does lose about another 20 or so workers there, but does it matter? I don't think so. 136 applied to 47, 42 now. Another widow mine taking out a corruptor. I don't know if it even took out one, but Bruce, no mining now. Well, for either player actually. Look at that, 0, 0. Timbo has a little bit of gas income. Not sure why you're still mining gas with 6.4k in the bank. But this is gonna be most likely Bruce's swan song, as the Ultralisks with their big knifey tusks. Are those tusks or arms? I don't even know, but they're just gonna chomp and back away, I guess. Not gonna be the last battle after all. And Bruce, I mean, what do you have left? Why no leave? You're dead. Gonna try to nuke this base, but who cares? It's not gonna take it out. There's no workers. Gonna get 3 larvae, I guess. And gonna nuke it again. I mean, I think you need like 3 or 4 to take out a base. The last battle cruiser still finding damage. And Timbo with Brood Lords even gonna start sieging up these missile turrets. That's gonna free up space for his corruptors to urinate on these Terran buildings if he so chooses. They did take out that final battlecruiser, it looks like. And now 4 Widow Mines, 4 SCVs, 5 Marines, and 3 Ghosts. That is all Bruce has left to his name. Tries to go for another cheeky nuke. Timbo not gonna fall for it this time. And this nuke might actually take out this Ghost. No, he does back away. Alright. It's still slowly nuking this base. That is not even worth it. And Timbo, 1 Broodlord left. Just slowly nibbling away at these buildings. And not sure why Timbo is dragging this on, but he is firmly in the lead. He has this game in the bag. Another Ghost just walking around on creep, I guess. And why no leave, Bruce? A warrior to the end, but make no mistake, this is the end. He's been dead for a good 10 minutes now, I think. What's this? Ghost, just admiring the scenic lava. And gonna make his way up to this base. Try to drop a nuke there. Another nuke on this base. Lots of larvae to get there, but nuke not gonna complete. And this one, let's see. Gets a good amount of drones there. Gonna snipe down that queen as well. He might be able to slowly blast down this hatchery. 41, 31, 22, 12, 3, and down it goes! And Bruce says GG. That's all he wanted to do. He wanted to take out that base before he left. GG, Timbo winning that 34-minute ZVT.